So today we're going to be going over the PSA AKV chambered in 9mm. Let's get right into it. Like always, we're going to go over our disclaimer real quick before we start the video. Skip to here if you want to go right into the juicy details. So Palmetto State Armory did send the AKV out for free, but there was no money involved whatsoever. We received the AKV a couple months ago. We ran a few rounds and noticed a few issues with it. So we sent it back and they took care of it extremely quick, honestly. They ran a couple hundred rounds through there. They told us exactly what grainage, what kind of rounds they use, and they explained what parts they replace. All in all, our whole experience with sending it back and the communication was flawless. I just want to give a big thanks to Katie and Josiah for helping us out. Thank you again, guys. We really do appreciate it. And now we can get started with the review. So as you can tell, obviously it is a AK, hence the name. And this thing loves to run. Takes these CZ Scorpion S mags, holds 35 rounds. I meant they are YouTube compliant. It's got a last round hold. And then on the other side right here, if you press this down, it will drop the bolt. Wow, that was loud in this tiny little room. Typical AK controls, safe, fire. You get a full pick rail up at the top, which is very nice. At the rear, you have an adjustable SBA 3 tactical brace. Very nice. Magpul furniture everywhere, as you can see. Handguard feels really nice. You can get a nice, good grip on there. You got M-LOK to add attachments. And this amazing little muzzle brake up at the front. 9mm doesn't have any recoil to begin with, but adding that on there just makes it a tack driver. It's got this nice like mag well at the bottom of it too, which is really, really nice for reloads. And overall, it just really just feels great in the hand. And when you go to shoot it, there's a little party trick, which we'll show you later. So it's a 10.5-inch nitrided barrel with a 1-in-10 twist and a standard thread of a 1/2x28. Another really cool thing about it is it can take +P+ rounds, especially if you want to run some of those spicy Liberty ammunition, civil defense, or the Overwatch rounds. Those are great options for self-defense and to maximize that damage. So going back to that muzzle brake real quick, which you'll see later on in the video when we go to shoot it on the range, it's what they call a tanker style muzzle brake. Honestly, it just looks badass on the firearm, even if it doesn't really do much for the recoil because again, it's 9mm, so I mean, there's not going to be much recoil to begin with. Overall, it just adds to that aesthetic that really just sets it apart. Obviously, we went with the black and tan because I just think that looks the most badass. They also have like OD green, all black, whatever you want. I'll be totally honest, shooting this guy, I'm more of an AR style person myself, so switching over to an AK style platform, I had to get used to some things. One of the things I really enjoyed was the bolt release on the left side where the magwell is. I love that. I mean, overall, our first impressions of the firearm have been pretty good. Again, with the little issue that we had in the beginning, they got that fixed, which again, that was awesome. Enough talk, you don't want to hear all that. Let's get down to the range. All right, so we got the AKV on the range. So we're going to run a couple different types of ammunition. We're gonna do something a little spicy. There's this rumor going around that you can bump fire it pretty easily. Let's go test that. YouTube, this is not a machine gun. I am actuating the trigger every single time. Damn, that was a lot of fun. Let's do it again. The magazines here, or the clip, as a lot of unintelligent fools out there like to call it. This guy right here, if you're familiar with the CZ Scorpion, if you have any of those magazines laying around, you can run those just fine. Holding 35 rounds is actually pretty damn decent. I mean, it's definitely not 35 rounds. It's definitely YouTube compliant, and it's definitely not more than 10. Definitely. We are running Federal 115 grain brass as we have a crap ton of this stuff. So, hey Federal, if you're watching, we've shot literally tens of thousands of your rounds. It'd be amazing if you'd love to become a sponsor of the channel. It's probably not gonna happen. The overall design of it is obviously very reminiscent of an AK because it is an AK. How funny, how funny. One of the biggest things I really like about it is the handguard up at the front feels really nice. And that muzzle brake up there. That thing is, 9mm doesn't have much recoil to begin with, but it just makes it such a flat shooting firearm. It just kind of is like, it just makes it that much more fun. Let's get back to shooting. It really does run great, honestly. It feels really nice. You got the adjustable brace. The brace. Okay, the last three there was just me actuating the trigger, but the first couple were me actuating the trigger if I was A-train.
You got the A-train, baby. How's this thing work? So I'm gonna take a few shots with this thing. We loaded up that clip-a-zine. It's pretty solid, so let me see how it shoots.
Another really cool thing I like is that most AKs, I'm not really much of an AK guy, I'm an AR guy, so if what I say wrong and I offend Mr. Brandon Herrera, the AK man himself, God please, no, I just didn't know. Bolt hold release, or the last bolt hold, last round, when the bolt holds open on the last round. Typically, from what I've seen, is that AKs typically don't have that. You can actually drop the bolt from here. It is different, but you just slide it down and it will send the sled forward, that's just really cool. And it's very smooth as well. Actually, this whole platform is just smooth. The whole operating system, the accuracy of it, it just feels nice to shoot. It's a lot of fun to shoot too. Oh, wow.
Spot on.
That was that, and for everyone that don't know, that's our little baby target. It is about what, 4 inches, 5? Small, it's small, okay. Don't you love it when you film and then you come home, take your SIM card out, put it in your computer, only to know that the last portion of the video didn't record? Yeah, I love that. We hope you guys enjoyed the review over the AKV. I know we did. Truly have enjoyed this guy, and it's been a lot of fun to shoot. Again, thank you, Katie and Josiah, for helping us out, hooking us up with this guy. Really do appreciate the opportunity. And honestly, we're just gonna give a kind of a final overview of what we think about the AKV. If you're looking for a PCC, in particular chambered in 9mm, the AKV is definitely something to keep on your radar. Overall, the aesthetics, feel of the firearm feel amazing. Also, it's got a nice little trick that you can bump fire it pretty damn easy. There's a lot of different things that you can do to the firearm. You can add your own attachments onto there. Again, you have the Picatinny rail up at the top, the M-LOK rail at the handguard. If you haven't screwed the muzzle brake, you can throw on a can. Again, it is standard 1/2x28 threads. It also takes those really nice CZ-esque mags. By the way, you can also check out the magazines on their website as well if you want to buy them there. Coming at a really, really nice price. If you get a chance to pick one up and just feel it, maybe even take it to the range and test it out, it's a lot of fun to shoot. It's at a great price point. And also, it's loaded with a whole bunch of features. We're gonna be doing some more updates as we shoot the AKV on the range, so stay tuned if that piques your interest. Hit that bell notification, maybe even think about subscribing. We have a link in the description down below if you want to support the channel. It shows products that we've reviewed and that we've tested and trusted with our own lives. If you buy anything in those links down below, we get a little portion of it. It just supports the channel, and we really do appreciate that. We hope you enjoyed the video, and like always, we'll see you next time.